Roy Clark, and I'm sure you've seen him on the Jimmy Dean Show, and he was on Al Hurt's special, and just all over the place nationally, and we're so proud of you, Roy.
Thank you. You know, you're aware of this, that I first met Al here about 2 years ago when we were talking.
The old Peggy's Hideaway, right?
Right, and he come out that night, and little did I know that I would be working with him and on his own show. I don't think he even knew that he would have his own show at that time.
In fact, I was the one that brought him out there.
Right, I know.
And we sent back for his horn.
Right.
You know, you two remind me a great deal of each other because of the joy. No, I don't mean physically, dear. You know, you don't have a beard.
Well, I could have.
But both of you have such a dedication to playing. And I noticed when you were rehearsing a few minutes ago for this big show coming up that it really shows. You live the music you play, don't you, Roy?
I do. That's the only thing that I have going for me is I do feel it. I can't get away from it.
How old were you when you started playing?
Seriously, trying to play, I was about 14.
Is that right?
I'd picked it up, you know, and just pick it up and set it down. But when I was 14, the bug evidently really got to me.
Well, I know that you're doing quite a bit of traveling. Where do you live now?
In Maryland, about 6 miles from Annapolis, Maryland.
And Jimmy Dean's show, it's done in New York, isn't it?
New York, yes. It's not too far, but I'm usually in California when I leave to do his show. So.
Well, it's probably quicker getting there from California than it is from Maryland.
Well, I don't live too far from Baltimore, so and that was one of the main factors in me choosing that spot. My family's from around there. The other is that it does have good plane service, so I can be about anywhere.
I'm going to ask you something. You probably can't tell me. How do they do the dog on Jimmy Dean's show?
Well,
can you tell me? I mean, would they get mad at you?
No, because he has introduced him on different shows. It's two fellows, actually. The one that.
Well, that's what I was wondering. Yeah. I kept thinking that couldn't be one.
The creator, Jim Henson, that does the voice and actually everything except the right arm. He does the head, the left arm, and the voice. And he has a helper that does the right arm. But the coordination between the two...
It's unbelievable.
It sure is.
These two, because I have wondered, and I couldn't find anything in print about it. So we have the latest word. What's the dog's name? I forget.
Rolf.
Rolf.
I keep wanting to say Ralph, but he has introduced him on several shows, that so I know that it's not that well kept of a secret.
We won't tell a soul.
Right.
possibly one might mention the appearance of Benny Goodman, whose name, of course, is well known to everybody, and it is possibly true that everybody doesn't know that Benny Goodman has a great interest in classical music. And he will appear as a classical artist playing a Mozart concerto, and then at the end of the program we will, so to speak, turn him loose. And we will give the public a chance to hear the Benny Goodman that is possibly more familiar.
Well, I might ask this. Would buying a season ticket endorse their chances to get to hear this Benny Goodman concert more than...
Of course. The possibilities are that there will be a very large single-seat sale for Benny Goodman, and the person who has a season ticket gets in on the ground floor, so to speak, and is assured a seat at least, you see.
Well, that's going to be important. But what are some of the other concerts coming up, Dr. Harrison?
Well, our opening concert introduces he's been here before, Byron Janis, the pianist, who has made a fame for himself in Russia recently. I don't know why we always pick on Russia. It's because Russia picks on some of our best musicians, I think, to introduce them to the Russians. And he is going to be on the first concert playing a Rachmaninoff piano concerto, number 3. We have other pianists. The other pianists are the famous Brelovsky. And then a new name in this city is Rosalind Turek, who will, interestingly enough, conduct and play a piano concerto, one of the Bach piano concertos, the one in F minor.
The worlds of fashion, business, and ballet blended to introduce a new collection of designs for dreaming by 4 of the world's and Italy's Micol Fontana. In a unique presentation, the fashions were displayed in the fluid motion of ballet by the renowned Robert Joffery Ballet Company. It marked the first time that a ballet has been used for a dramatic presentation of fashions. The collection, designed in Celanese nylon for Couture Internationale, was shown at the performance. Bouquets were in order for both companies in this beautiful blend of fashion, ballet, and business.